We met in Limpopo's Marakele National Reserve, which both award-winning actress Tsholofelo and media entrepreneur Chris found an antidote to high-paced city living.
Chris and Tsholofelo Matshaba recently celebrated 4 beautiful years together, and what better way than to head out into the beautiful Waterberg Mountains, one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world.
It's 4 years into the relationship and it's almost a year now into marriage.
They say time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like 4 years at all.
In this crazy entertainment industry, that's quite rare to be together for so long and still be so happy and fresh and new. And what's the secret?
We spend a lot of time together. So if we are not working, we definitely make sure that the time is allocated for us.
I think we've learned more about each other to an extent that we became friends, you know. I think since we came here, you guys, we've been having fun together.
Tsolo is used to fans of Muvango taking her for the same fiery personality she played on that show. They are surprised to discover how approachable she is, unlike this character.
So, because this male is a territorial male, he's just gonna go and investigate to see actually who is within his territory. Look at that, you see typical signs, tail curled up, head all pulled up, it's like all macho, big and strong.
Typical male.
Yeah.
Chris, is that how you were with Tsolo?
Yes.
Yeah.
You made him work hard.
We met at the Durban July in 2011 and his confidence was pretty much as huge as the rhinos.
There's a lady who's looking at me. When I drink, when I look back, she's looking. Then I went and approached her, had a chat with her.
He would always make me laugh and that's then how the dating then started, yeah.
Well, I took her out for lunch. She was eating as if the last time she had breakfast or lunch was 2 weeks ago. I felt she was genuine. There was nothing that I could say it's fake about her.
I was
you know?
hungry and that.
This Marataba Conservancy is part of the first area in the north of our country to be named as a biosphere reserve by UNESCO. And the local hippo want everyone to know it's their reserve.
The hippo can stand at the water for about 6 minutes because they are mammals like us. They need to breathe. Another thing on hippos is that they are territorial. You've seen over here all the poop lying around. The males come out and mark their territory by spraying the dung behind them.
This is a specialist lodge created for seasoned hikers looking for diverse trails. It boasts the Big Five, as well as walks to local Stone Age sites set in the foothills of these majestic mountains. Although contemporary in design, the brief for these modern settlements was that every structure and soft finish had to take its cue from the natural environment, a memorable place to toast your first anniversary.
Now, Chris definitely strikes me as a person who does things a little bit differently, and I'm sure the proposal was exactly the same.
In our culture, there's no proposal going down on the knee and asking the lady to honor you by being his wife. So, how this one happened, we were actually in the shower. In the middle of the shower, he said, I was actually thinking that we should get married this year, in December. I was shocked out of my words. I just looked at him and said, okay. And that was it.
It's been a year since the wedding already. Now, looking back at the big day, what do you remember most?
There's a procedure where all the families are there. Both my family and his family are there. And that's where they sort of tell you how to carry yourself when you're now in marriage and how to carry yourself when you're now in his family. So that particular moment, that's one of the things that as a Motswana woman I had looked forward to. It's one of those moments that grant you permission. You're sort of at the same level now. You're not a girl anymore. You're regarded as a fully fleshed woman.
Tsolo, you've played a villain on TV. You played Nala in a theatre production of The Lion King. You've won a SAFTA award for comedy. It's clear that you were born to do acting.
From an early age, my parents would tell me that, yeah, you are actually not in the wrong industry because of what we used to see from a young age. The Lion King was actually my first principal role on stage, playing Nala, and that was one of my highlights. And that's when TV now came into play. The casting director for Lion King is the executive producer for the TV show where I played the villain, Muvango, where I was playing Mimi. And that's where he then noticed me from the Lion King, and then he took me to Mobangwa. From then on, then it's been The Wild, Intersections, and Squeeze Us as well. That's then, where I got the Best Actress in a Comedy for 2013.
With both of their careers defined by chat and dialogue, it was refreshing for Chris and Tsolu to be out here, where instead of talking, you listen, watch, and think.
Seeing as though you love the outdoors so much, we've organized a very special little surprise for your anniversary.
This is close to my heart. I grew up in a rural area, heading cattle. So this is one of my best activities. When I was a young man, I'm looking forward as an old man to buy a whole lot of cattle.
I suppose the outdoor as well reminds me of our holidays at our grandmother's place in Rustenburg in Mabeskrau. So being here reminds me of when I was younger, and we used to do this barefoot actually.
Unlike the Okavango, Chobe, or Zambezi, boat safaris are not common in more southern game reserves. So this sunset cruise to watch elephants was a special touch.
He pretends to be quite a hard guy on the exterior, but he's quite a romantic at heart.
Yeah, that's what I love that about him as well, that we hold hands, we kiss a lot, and he doesn't ever want me to kiss me on my cheek, and he always wants to live. So from being the tomboy that I'm used to being, used to doing things on my own, I've let my guard down, I think forever now. I've become quite the queen, and he's treating me as such, and that's why it's also easy for me to return the courtesy as well of treating him like the king he is.
Well, I don't think it's even about returning the courtesy, you know. I mean, she's very good at taming the lion, and I think I'm tamed.
What's next for the Matshabas?
DreamWorks. And Mamello is on now. We've shot the first season already, so it's flighting now. I'm hoping to do movies as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
She will do movies. Watch her space.
Still in his 30s, Chris is at the top of his game, so you wouldn't bet against him getting into film as a producer. There's no doubt who his leading lady will be.